Hello everyone and welcome to Man's Life Roulette. Today in this video we are going to discuss outside bets with martingale. So these are the outside positions. So we have 6 outside positions and we will use any one. Most of the players use red and black. So we will also use the red position and we will use martingale. That is we will increase the bets or double the bets after losses, but not like the actual martingale. We will wait for another 5 spin. Then only we will increase the bets. So the strategy is quite simple. What we need to do is we have to play with $10 bets. Suppose I have the bankroll of 1,000. You can see here this is 1,000. I will use $10 bets. I will use red. So I will start from $10 and I will continue with same $10 bets for another 5 spin. Whether I am winning or I am losing, I will use the same bets with color red for another 5 spin. After 5 spin, if my bankroll is low than this $1,000, then I will double the bets and my next bet should be $20. Again, I will continue for another 5 spin with $20 bets, and after that I will decide whether I should increase or not. So let's try this strategy and see how this strategy actually works. So this is the first spin and I will continue the game with same $10 with another 5 spin. So this is the first spin and I win here. So let's go for the second spin. I lose this time. So time for the third spin. Okay, I win here. So time for fourth spin. Okay, this time also I win. So again, time for the fifth spin. After this spin, actually I have to decide whether I should increase or not, or I will double or not. So this time I lose here. Let's look to the bankroll. So the bankroll is a 1,010. So this is my profit. I'm still in profit, so there is no need to double the bets. So again, we will continue for another 5 spin. And now the initial bankroll is 1,010, and after 5 spin, if my bankroll will increase from $1,010, I don't have to increase the bets or double the bets. If my bankroll will decrease from this value or 1,010, then I have to double the bets. Okay, let's try for another 5 spin. So spin number 1. This is a win. So time for spin number 2. Again, it's a win. So time for third spin. Again, I win here. So time for the fourth spin. Again, it's a win. So it's time for the 5 spin of spin number 5. This time it's a loss. But after 5th spin, we have to think whether we have increased our bankroll or not. We have started from 1,010, but now we are at 1,040. You can see here. So we are still in profit. So no need to double the bets. So we have to go with same $10 bets for another 5 spin. And now you can see the bankroll, it's 1,040. So if after 5 spin my bankroll is decreased then 1,040, then I have to double the bets. Let's try this one. So this is the first spin. You always have to count your spin. And exactly after 5 spin you have to decide whether you should increase or not. So last spin was a loss. This is second spin. Again, it's a loss. So time for third spin. Again, it's a loss. So time for fourth spin. This is also a loss. So time for fifth spin. Again it's a loss. So after 5 spin, my bankroll has decreased. Now you can see it's 990, but my initial bankroll in this section is 1040. So I have to double the bets. Now I have to play with $20 bets for another 5 spin and see whether I will double the bets further or not. Okay, $20 spin for another 5 spin. Okay, it's a loss. So let's go for another. Say this is spin number 2. Again it's a loss. So time for spin number 3. Again it's a loss. So time for 4th spin. This is profit. Okay. So spin number 5. It's a loss. So now you can see the bankroll. It's still below 1040. Our highest bankroll was 1040, and if we are not reaching 1040 until we have to double the bets after every 5 spin. Okay, last spin was a $20 spin, so this time it's a $40 spin for another 5 spin. Spin number 1, it's a win. This is spin number 2. It's a loss. Spin number 3. Again it's a loss. So spin number 4. It's a profit. Okay, time for spin number 5. It's a win. Now you can see the bankroll. It's still below 1040. That means again we have to double the bets. Now it will $80 bet for another 5 spin. Let's try. Okay, it's $80. You can see here. So for another 5 spin, we have to continue with $80 spin. Spin number 1, it's a win. Just repeat. This is spin number 2. Again it's a win. Spin number 3 with same $80. It's a win. Okay, spin number 4. It's a loss. So time for the spin number 5. It's a win. Now you can see the bankroll. It's 1210, and our previous high was 1040. So clearly we are in profit. So whenever you reach your profit or you surpass your previous bankroll, then the time is to reduce your bets to the $10. So now what I need to do is $10 bets for another 5 spin. Again after 5 spin, if my bankroll will more than this 1210, then I don't have to increase the bets. If my bankroll will reduce from this 1210, then I have again to double. So this is the strategy. So how this strategy actually works? In most of the time you can say that number or color appear in a series. 4, 5 red will appear, 4, 5 black will appear in a row. But whenever you are losing in this particular row or particular session, if you are play with red and you are continue 4 or 5 or 7 black number will appear, and if you are using the normal martingale, then your bankroll or your bet size will increase like 7 or 800 within just 5 to 7 spin. But here in this case, whenever you are losing a limited amount, but whenever a winning series will appear, you are going to win a very huge amount, because after increasing your bets, you can cover your losses quite quickly. Like in this video, what I have done here, like most of the time I lose, but at the end I win my series of 5 spin. Out of that 5 spin, I own 4 spin and I make a very good profit. So that is the benefit of this strategy. So I suggest you not to use the normal martingale or not to double the bets after every single losses. Just wait for another 5 spin. If you are still in loss, then double your bets. So thanks for this video and good luck for your next session.